Good morning, grant lovers. Hello, hello. I should be online now on Facebook. And I'm also going to turn myself on Instagram. And we are now also live on Instagram. Welcome to the 5th episode of Good Morning Grant Lovers Show. I'm beginning to love this so much. It's become part of my morning routine. I have my coffee, I'm ready, and I don't do anything else before I talk to you, and I enjoy it so much. It's been a really nice week. I have new earrings, as you can see, every day, new earrings and a new outfit, so that you can distinguish the days also by what I wear. And hello, Veronica, and I see people are already joining. I see Julie and Christine. Please share in chat where is it that you are joining from. As always, it's really good to know. Are you in the Czech Republic, or are you, in Austria, Africa, America, Iceland? So let me know where you are joining from, please. And while you're doing that, I want to do a little recapitulation of what we've done this week, why we are doing this. And we are waiting for our guest, Lucio Varialle, who already connected with me. And he's trying to come back with his camera on because he had some technical issues. Hello, Veru, to Prague. I hope, Verunko, that by now you think you should start getting grants as well. You've been with us all week. And I see Christine is joining from the Philippines. That's so nice, Christine. I saw someone who is on my mastermind last night. Her name is Marivik Batan. Maybe you know her from Children's Paradise Montessori School. And she is also really interested in starting to get grants for her work in Philippines. And we've already been looking into funding available in Philippines, and she wants to start looking at grants that she can apply for. So there might be some information there for you as well, Christine, if we find something. I'm sure we'll find something. So I see Baranka just joined. Please let me know where you are joining from. And you are joining Good Morning Grant Lovers live show. This is for Montessorians who want to know what are grants and how can grant money help you in your everyday Montessori work. And I'd say that our shared vision and mission and purpose of majority of Montessori organizations is to bring Montessori to the world. You are doing what you're doing so that you can make Montessori available to children and people and parents and adults and elderly people, children from underprivileged circumstances, to where you are. I'm pretty sure that's your mission. And that's something that connects all of us together, and it makes us a community. And I have been doing this for past 20 years, and I have learned while I was doing that how to use grant money to achieve my mission, to bring Montessori to where I am. And my name, if you haven't met me, my name is Mirka. I'm based in Prague, Czech Republic, which is in the middle of Europe. And I built a Montessori school and a teacher training international Montessori Institute Prague. And it has been my mission since day one to make Montessori available to the people in my community. So if you are on that same mission, I want to say that I feel you. I know what your needs are. I know who you are, and I know what you're struggling with. And I can wholeheartedly and honestly share with you that grant money is one of the solutions, one of the ways or pathways to achieving what is it that you are dreaming about achieving. Good morning, Ludmila. Good morning, Moika. It's so nice to see you. And I see, okay, let's see who else is joining us on Instagram. Again, let me know where you are joining from. So this is our 5th episode. Hi, Lisbeth. So nice to see you. This is our 5th episode. We have a guest. His name is Lucio Varialle. He's from Italy, and he's trying to connect right now. I'm pretty sure he's going to make it in just a moment. But before he does, I just want to summarize because it's always good for our orientation and to know what we're doing and what has been done, and what is planned also. Is on Monday we talked about what is a grant, what is grant money, and why would we want to have it. And I keep repeating that throughout the whole series, so you should be pretty much acquainted with that by now. On Tuesday, we talked about who gives grants, and I want to say that if you haven't seen the episode on Tuesday, episode 2, to go back and watch it, because I've shared a lot of websites and a lot of links, a lot of resources where you can apply for grant money. So that Tuesday recording is a really valuable resource for you. Okay, and there's Lucio. All right, I'm going to put him to stage.
Yeah.
Hi, Lucio. Yeah, it's
Hi.
okay. Don't worry. It's still no camera, but we have good sound.
Okay.
Take a breath. I will just finish my sentence and then we'll dive into the conversation. So Tuesday is a really useful recording. And then on Wednesday, we had our first guest, Roxana Pon, who is Romanian. She happens to be in Italy as well. And it's just a coincidence that Lucio is also in Italy. And she talked to us about how she got money for her school. She was able to raise 108,000 euros for her project, and which is quite exciting and a really wonderful result for a first-time grant application. And then yesterday we talked about what are all the programs that you can apply, you can pay for with grant money. And that was also very exciting because not always people know they can ask for money for, for educating parents, or for publishing a book, or for hosting a conference, or for getting their teachers trained, or even for Montessori materials. So we talked about that yesterday. You can go back and see all these recordings and listen to them again and get inspired. Today, my guest is Lucio Varialle. I will say a few words about him, but I will ask him also to introduce himself. Lucio has a really wonderful, wonderful story. And he'll tell you, he comes from public school domain, which makes him really special because a majority of Montessori programs take place in the private domain, and it is not easy to do education in the public domain, as some of you may know. So Lucio will share a little bit about that with us. He is also special by the fact that he holds a PhD. And I always am really excited when I see a Montessorian with a PhD degree, because my dream is establishing a European Montessori university. And we need as many PhD people, professors, and people with university backgrounds, people with publishing backgrounds as possible. So you can imagine that Lucio is on my list. He doesn't know that, but he's on my list of people to involve in this big project when it's time for that project to take place. So Lucio, welcome to the Good Morning Grant Lovers show today. Hello.
Hello to everyone.
And although we don't see you, I think it's fine. We have really good sound, which is very good. So would you share a little bit about how you came to Montessori and what is it that you do today? Thank you.
Okay. I've only managed to let you see my picture, I think. Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Because
Nice.
my camera didn't work, but so you can see. Okay, so who am I? I've approached Montessori in 2013. Before that, I had many experience, and I was a teacher at school without wanting to, just because doing things. I also was involved in that work, but just okay, I will be there for 1 year. Then I went to the university to get the PhD in cultural anthropology, and then. Okay, Well, I'm happy you, Mirka, estimate my PhD, but I am maybe my character is not so so good. Uh, I didn't feel well in the university, so this is one reason why I continued to work at school, because I thought I feel better with the children with doing that than staying at the university. And so I tried to involve more in my work, and my first daughter uh, was born in 2013, and so I thought, okay, maybe I would like to stay in. I'm not a mother; I'm a father, so it's more difficult for me to be really in contact with the children. So it was also something about my to change the way uh, I felt, to find a good way of relationship between adult and children.
Mm,
Okay, maybe it's can seem strange, but for me it was important, because I was thinking about my infancy. I was thinking about my relationship with my parents, with the school, with adults, and trying to find what was wrong. Okay,
mm,
to
mm,
change it. And
mhm,
in 2013, my wife told me, uh, well, there's a European meeting of democratic education in Holland, and it could be interesting for. It was an article on a paper I wrote in, so we were in contact. So I went there, and they told me, "Oh, you come from Italy, so Montessori." And I thought, well, Montessori, yes, I know nothing about Montessori, but they were quite quite close to Montessori. They told, "Oh, this method, this Montessori, yes, but," they told me, "Okay, Montessori, yes, but." Okay, I uh, I came back, and in Italy, and uh, I looked for something in Italy about Montessori. I saw that we have this opportunity to have it in the state school, and so I enrolled a course starting starting in 2013. So I had my first training from 2013 to 2015 in Italy with the Opera Nazionale Montessori. Then
mhm,
I started to look for a school. I was the only one in my region, that's Tuscany, close to Florence. So there were no school, no Montessori school, no state Montessori school, and no private Montessori schools. So in 2017, we got to open one. So I'm there. I'm working there. There are a lot of difficulties every year. I think, okay, I don't know if I will continue to stay here, but okay, this year we are doing quite well. The bad thing in state school, maybe all over the world, but in Italy is this way, is that you can't, you have no power to consolidate or to let it grow. If
mm,
someone next year say everything has to be closed, everything closed. Someone next year say we have to change and to do. Well, when I went there to work, um, I have uh, a very easy work close to my home. I could go there by foot, 5 minutes, and now I'm around 40 kilometers from home. So I went there saying, okay, we will do Montessori. I'm the only person here who can do this, because in Tuscany I was the only one who had attended that course. But I want to do real Montessori, because I know you like to have the name and do usual state school. I
yeah,
don't. I will not do 40 kilometers to do that. And
mm,
the very lucky thing was that no one knew about Montessori. So I went there and said, okay, to do Montessori, you have to do this and this. And they did it. After 3 or 4 years, they knew about something about Montessori in Italy. And they told me, oh, but many people don't do that. Okay, don't do that. What? Not Montessori things called Montessori. Okay, like to have school books, like to have different matters, like to all this. And I said, well, this works here. Now it was 4 years that we did that, and so they said, okay, so we have this. We are one of the few new schools that have gained a bit of Montessoriness, because based on on ignorance, because the people who were in charge know nothing about Montessori. So I had free free field to build on. Okay, but now we have other difficulties because we are 10 teachers in that small school, primary school. We have a nice Casa dei Bambini, that are 4 teachers. But in the primary school, let's say we have only 5 teachers with the who are trained, and 5 teachers are not trained and change every year. So it's very difficult. We need to consolidate this. I started working just in my classroom. I did some years, then COVID came, and then we started again trying to open it to all the building, all the school. But it's difficult because everything in Montessori works because it's at a certain level. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So it's difficult to pass from 20 children in my class, and I can manage, I can see what's working, what has to be changed, to maybe 80 children with or 100 children with 10 teachers. We are in this process, and so now I can come to the grant, if you like, because when thanks to Mirka and their sharing and their her suggestion, I had this idea. We can try grants. We started because some teachers also told us why we had 2 people from Spain who had come to our school. So we said, why can't we do the same? So we needed 1 year to have the grant, because the first grant we applied for the wrong one, because we wanted to move staff, and so we applied for the grant who were moving adults. And it was for adults training. It was a different schools for adults, so it had to be for schools. So it's KA 122, I think.
But yes, I will explain in just a second.
Yes, but after some months, the Italian Association for Erasmus, the Italian Institution for Erasmus, who is called Indire, told us, wow, it's a wonderful project. You have to apply for a accreditation. So we applied for that, and we won it in February of, I think, February 2024. And so we are accredited up to 2027, so for 4 years. And if you don't know about this kind of grants, when you are accredited, the project is okay. You only have to ask for how money. So how many people will you move? What will you do? So this is the list of.
Maybe maybe you take a breath, and I will explain this a little bit more so that people understand, because this is actually quite remarkable. So I want people to understand how big this is for your school. Okay, so just give me a second to explain. So what Lucio just described is the grant funder that gave his school money actually has a process for accrediting organizations which apply for grants. And if the grant funder gives you this accreditation, it means it's like a quality mark. It says that They looked at your strategic plan, they looked at your organization, and you are, in their eyes, high quality recipient of grant money. And that after that, when you get this stamp, this accreditation, you no longer have to apply for grants again ever in the future for that period of time, but you just ask for money. So it's like a high stage of getting grant money, that you are so good at your work and you are so valued by this grant funder that when you need money for that next period, you just go, you log in into their website, and you say, we want to go to this place, that many people are going to go, we're going to see this school, or we're going to take this course, and we need this much and this much money, and they send it to you. And then, of course, you report the results, as you always have to report results when you get grant money, but it makes it much easier. So, Lucio, until which year did you say you have the accreditation?
2027.
So for the next 2 more years, and he's already done a year of this work, Lucio has money guaranteed from this grant funder for the work that they're doing. I'm so happy, Lucio. Can you please share in chat? Does the school have a website so that people can have a look at your website? I think we want to make, do a little sizing of your school as well. So if you have a website, please put it in chat, or just tell me what it is. Tell me the name of the school, and I'll put it there.
Okay, okay. Do you want the my school is Scuola San Polo, San Polo in Chianti, and we have a Facebook page. There's a site for the school, but it's not only the school I'm speaking about, because in Italy we have many schools under the same department. Let's say we are maybe 13 schools, so only mine is, and I can give you the site for this, but it's difficult to find mine. Okay, I will look on the internet and glue
Great.
the.
Great. While I talk, okay. So it's I just put it in chat also. I said Scuola San Polo, and then we can find it. I just want to help people to find you if they want to get in touch with you, or if they want to do what you do, because it is very special. And I think the whole time that we have worked with each other, I know that you have heart for Italy and for the Italian Montessori movement. And what you're trying to do is to build a bridge between Italian people and Italian Montessori and international community. And people, it's a very honorable job. So I just want to do justice and to say this, that people, we know it's hard. I'm pretty sure that people who are here can understand that it's hard to be in a public school. It's hard to work on, try to do the change it from inside the system. And we all know what educational systems in our countries are like. So, and it's good to have somebody amongst ourselves who works in that area. So thank you for doing that. I know it's not easy. So would you like to share with us what you did with this grant money? Like what exactly did you go on some trips already, and what are your plans? And what are the people in your school? What is their reflection on getting this money and how it is helping them?
Sorry, I'm lost my
Connection.
Windows StreamYard. Now I'm there, and this is the Facebook. Okay, the Facebook is exactly of my school. Okay.
Okay, great. And you're putting it in chat, and it's coming up. Great.
Okay,
thank
you. Well, about the grant, we had 22,000 euros, and for last year, and plus 12,000 euros that they gave from okay, another fund, because
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
asked more and they didn't have enough for us, and then so they found other. Okay, so for this year is 34,000, and then we can ask for the next year.
That's great.
And we used it for mobility of staff and of children, because there was an old Erasmus plan that was Key Action 2, so it was between two institutions, and it was moving children for the German speaking class from Italy to Germany, and okay, and from Germany to Italy. And it was no Montessori. When we had Montessori in our schools, we applied for a new grant, but this old grant is inside it, because the German speaking class, it's in a Montessori project for the middle school.
That's
Okay.
great. So
Mm.
children are able to actually travel to Germany to learn German, to practice their German. Is that right? Is that what you said?
Yes, is that right? But they told me they also practice English, because
English.
sometimes they speak in English between German and Italian. But it's okay, because we have two languages, so it's German and English.
Yeah.
That maybe someone is able to to speak in German, but someone use English.
So this
Okay.
is really amazing because a lot of schools are trying to build their language programs, and there's nothing better than when children can actually travel to other countries and see children from other countries and talk with them. So it's really exciting that we can get grant money for this as well, because normally this is something a school cannot afford to send children somewhere. And I said yesterday that children from our school here in Prague also are traveling from grant money, and they're going to Spain, our adolescent students, and they are so excited about that. So that's so cool. Are
Yeah.
your colleagues happy about these travels and travel exchanges? What's the
Yeah.
feeling?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Last part about making bridges. And so, before saying that, what you were speaking about, this is the link for the site of my work to make bridges, okay, between Italy and the rest of the world in Montessori or something like Montessori
Okay.
word.
And
Okay,
and and
and
you
about Montessori in my school with this grant.
Mhm.
It has been very, very important to travel with my colleagues, because we went in Germany. We has been in Germany for 1 week in June last year, 6 of us, and I was the only one who had an international training and okay, connections. So it was very important for them to come with me. They are the people who usually work with me in the school. And when they saw this school in the north of Germany, they told me, why didn't you uh, say that to us before?" And I told them, I'm telling this. I've told this for 6 years, but you don't understand. So it's important we saw that together, and we can speak together about that now in our work. So it has been very, very important to have a common example of what we can do and how we can do in our classroom.
Yeah.
So this is a very, very, very important, both for Montessori in state school, both for building bridges, I think.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm just showing the links that you shared with me. So now they are officially in chat and people can come back to it. So what would you say? We have to start wrapping up. So I have one more last question for you, although I'd love to talk to you more. Maybe we can do a podcast conversation so that we can talk more and come back to the topic of what you're doing. What would you say to people who are here listening to you thinking, I don't know how to write grants. It all sounds so nice and it's all sounds so ideal, but I've never done this and I don't know if I can. So what would be your reply?
Well, you can work with someone who can write grants, and it's not. I've never wrote grants. Just I felt like it. Okay, so I wrote something of mine. My colleague has had other expertise and put someone from her, and we won it. So you can try. And as Mirka says, European Union, that was an Erasmus grant, we told it. European Union helps you to better to grow better your grant, because they told you what to change. So you just have to start, and then you have to trial and error, trial and error, and
Yes.
you will get to it.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
and also it's not only about grant, really, because it's thinking that you can ask for money, you can have money, but that empower you to think different. So it's not, for me, it's not more about grant. I hope to have this money. I will have the money, but it's not easy to use it in a state school, because it's strange, but more money you have, more is a problem in a state system. It's the opposite of okay. But even if I wouldn't have any more money for my projects, it has been a very important step, because it has started other things, other connections, other projects, other ideas. We are going to arrange a meeting in May in Florence about Montessori, hopefully with Opera Nazionale Montessori and AMI, and schools that are trying in state schools. So all that, maybe without Erasmus, maybe we would have never done it.
Yeah. Well, I thank you so much for saying this last sentence, and I hope that people can hear how deep this is, what you've just described, because you're not talking only about your teachers being able to visit somewhere and get encouraged and learn new things. You're talking about making a systemic change in Italy. And I don't think we need to say anything more than that. That this is such a dream for everybody who is listening to this, that we change, not only we bring Montessori to our countries, but we change our own educational systems for better, because every child on this planet deserves to go to a school which is fun and which is helping them develop and grow, not just children who can go to Montessori schools. And you are achieving that. Maybe you have years of work ahead of you, or you do have years of work ahead of you, but you have your foot in the door now, and it has opened your mind, it has changed your mindset, and it's changing mindsets of the people around you. And this journey started with getting a grant. So I will leave it at this. And I think it's a great ending of this week's show. I think it's something that people can take home for the weekend to think about. So I urge you, those of you who are listening to this live and those of you who are going to watch this from a recording, to think about this. What is it that you are trying to achieve in your own country? Are you thinking about a small project or a big project? Are you dreaming about making or starting a change in the system in your country? Are you trying to make this world a better place? I think you are, and grant money can help you do that. So, Lucio, thank you so much for coming today. I will share this on our YouTube and I'll send you the link. Thank you, Amina. Yay, and I'm so happy you're here. I didn't see you. Thank you. I feel very touched by what you shared, Lucio, and I feel very thankful for having met you and for being able to work with you. And I want to say to everybody that I will see you again on Monday. We are now taking a break for the weekend from this show. but I'll be back on Monday, and I will have another guest, Hanka, from our Montessori school, who's the leader of the school in the city of Prague. And she has built an adolescent program with grant money. And I know many of you are wondering about how to start adolescent programs with grant money. So Hanka is going to come and share with you her personal experience, how she did that. So come again on Monday at 9 o'clock. And Amina, I see your note here. Unfortunately, you were not able to listen to all of this. You don't have to worry because all of this is recorded. And what I'm actually going to do when we finish this call is I will send you all one summary email with all of these sessions on YouTube, recorded with subtitles. So you'll have it all in your email. You'll be able to watch over it if you want to. And I am also sending you the information about the Grant Writing Made Easy course. And we have a wonderful gift for you. We decided that as part of this Valentine's grant loving campaign, we're going to make the Grant Writing Made Easy one third of the price cheaper for you with the discount, and you'll have a week to sign up before that discount runs out. So I'm sending you information about the course. This is the course that Lucio took. This is the course that Roxana took, and all of that is going to be in your emails. Yay! And I know some of you said that you already want to take the course, so all of that is coming in your email. And and so nice to see you, everybody. So nice that you all came to be with us. I'm really enjoying this work, and I'm already thinking about how to keep doing this in some other way because it's so exciting, and I think it's making a real impact in your lives. So, and in your work and in your Montessori communities. So thank you again, Lucio. Thank you so much. And I know it's morning. It means you were here with us because you were here with us instead of being in a classroom. So thank you also to the children and to your team that allowed you to come and join us. Thank you, everybody, and see you on Monday. And have a lovely morning, Grant lovers. And I see you on Monday again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lucio.
Thank you, Mirka. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.